Hello, you guys. This is from Mrs. Abby. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I take care of that beautiful house plant right there. That house plant is called a Fittonia plant, a Fittonia nerve plant. And it is called a nerve plant because of the veins that it has in all those beautiful leaves. Now, that plant has white veins in it, but you can also buy a Fittonia plant that has red veins or a bright pink veins. The two that I have, they only have the white veins, but it is a beautiful plant to decorate your home with. It is a very small house plant, and it can be placed in almost any room in your home or on any furniture like a coffee table, or it can be placed on an end table, your countertops. It can be placed, on a bookshelf. And I just love that particular plant there. So I'm going to tell you how I keep it beautiful. In the summer months, it can stand a temperature of around 70 to 80 degrees inside your home. That particular plant right there loves being warm. So you cannot place it around a window in the winter months where you have a draft coming through the winter. In the winter months, make sure you keep the temperature around 70 to 80 degrees. The nerve plant does well in a low lighted area of your home or office. Now, if you have a nerve plant that has the red or the pink veins, you might want to place it in a more lighted area than the low light because you want the veins to stay pink, the bright pink or the bright red. If you place it in a low lighted area all the time, then you might not be able to see the beautiful veins, even including the one that I have there. I place it in low lighted areas in my home, but I also like every now and then to just take them and place them in a more lighted area, like a medium light area, so I can continue to see the white veins in that plant. And that's what you have to do with the different color veins. You don't want the plant just to be solid green. Now, I'm going to tell you how I water this plant. I water it only when the top 1 to 2 inches of the soil feel dry to the touch, or when the leaves begin to droop. But I don't usually let my leaves droop. I usually keep a check on it, take my finger, one of my fingers, and I place it down in the soil about 1 or 2 inches. And if it feels like it's dry, then I water it. Now I'm just going to demonstrate to you now how I water the nerve plant. So just stay tuned. You're going to need 3 things, as you already know. You're going to need a watering can, and you're going to need water, and you're going to need a saucer right here. So I place the nerve plant in the saucer, and what I'm looking for is that I'm making sure that I'm watching the side of the pot. And when the water starts coming out into the saucer, then you know that you have watered this plant enough. So I'm going to pour the water gradually. And I'll pour some on this side here. Gradually pour it out. Okay, I'm waiting to see the water come out from the side of the pot. None is coming out yet. So I'm just going to pour a little bit more Okay? Now some water is now coming out of the side of the pot. So I'm going to stop watering it. Now I'm going to let this water drain. And once it drains, I'm going to let it sit no more than 10 minutes in the water before I let it drain one more time. So I'm going to just let it sit there until I finish telling you about the other things I do to it to care for it. As you walk through your house and you pass this plant, the Fittonia plant, what I do is I usually take it, and I'm going to demonstrate to you how I do it, because I want it to get light on all sides. I just pass it and I just turn it a little every day that I pass this plant. So because that way all the areas of the plant is receiving the same amount of light. I just turn it and I keep on turning just a small amount every day, because I want it to keep these beautiful veins that it has in it. I don't really fertilize the Fittonia Nerve Plant, because again, as I always said in all my other videos, that my plants, I don't overwater them. I don't soak them out so much, whereas the nutrients in the soil is really being drained out, so I don't really have to feed my plants with plant food that often. But if I do see that it needs some fertilizer, I will fertilize it, and I will place it in the description box, the type of plant food that I would use on my plants if they needed to be fed. The nerve plant, they are low growth plants. They're never going to become anything large like a tree. I've had these plants before, and the reason why I like them, because they don't grow, to be big. They will look good for a long time. Small, and I love them being as small as they are. The nerve plant can also be propagated. It can be propagated, and I like that. And basically that is it. That is how I care for that particular plant there. It is a very easy plant to take care of, and you really don't have to do a whole lot to it. And again, it can tolerate low light. But if you want to keep the veins beautiful, you might want to place it in a medium light area, or maybe a well light, long as it's not getting direct sun, because it will scorch the leaves. So that is it as far as caring for this particular beautiful plant called the nerve plant. And if you would you please subscribe to my channel? And if you've already subscribed, I want to thank you for your support. And I would love for you to share this video, and I would love for you to give me a thumbs up if you think this video was helpful to you. And I would love for you to comment and tell me what you think about that beautiful house plant right there. And that is all for now, guys. And remember that God is good all the time. See you in the next video. Bye.